Solid Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers, check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, popping right under your tongue. Lighten up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions with my rations getting low. Get down on the floor, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this sweet too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze in a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send it to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the day before you let him roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in meth doom hits. The sun god bringing some light, now watch your mood switch. Hieroglyphs when writing scripts, namaste but conquering. Conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
Cheer. What's up? What is up, world? What is up? How is everybody doing today? I know y'all didn't seen enough of me. Trust me, I've been doing podcasting all day today. But this is the last time you will see my face for tonight. I promise. As handsome as it is, as great as I do what I do, I promise this is the last time you see me tonight. No, thank you for everybody for tuning in for episode 172, I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition. As always, that is the big homie for the water, aka Silent Hill TDS. Him and J. Leo Pale Moon Devil Dance. You see it scrolling on the bottom of your screen. Go show them fellas some love on their YouTube page at Hitchhikers. And while you're over there on YouTube, go show us some love at I.O.W. Sports Network. Yes, that's where you can find us, the I.O.W. Sports team, rocking with all the content from Wildcard Mark, Quick Route Rant. You can get you some Money Line with Nick Shine, pop-up shows. Of course, I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl with your boy. Our Monday and Thursday I.O.W. Sports Show. Check it out. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are everywhere. But to get all the content, I.O.W. Sports Network, right there on YouTube, that is a place to be. And if you are a very, very fond of sports, you have a sports podcast, you have a small business, go join this page right here on the bottom of the screen, the I.O.W. Sports Network Facebook page. Public. It's open to the public. So you can drop a take, get some debate started. You could drop a funny meme. You see that Cash App at the bottom of the address? Throw $30 towards that Cash App. You will get the official I.O.W. Sports cap. Give us an address. We'll ship it right out to you. The link on that Facebook page has the link to our merch. Go cop some merch. Show us some love, support. It's all there. But I urge you, go to the Facebook page and definitely show some love. We also got the Twitter. You see it scrolling right there. And we have the Instagram account. All right. But let's get down to business because we came here to talk sports. Enough, advertising and whatnot, because we need to talk some sports. Because I know today was a very busy day. We just got done with the draft. We will get to the draft in a second. We will. But I got to talk about something. And this is my wild card Mar top play of the day. And it's not necessarily a play. It's just because I just felt like, hey, I love this. But I got a lot out of it. Take a peek.
Oh, wait a minute. It is off of Phoenix. And so it's back to Ingram for three. No. Rebound, clutched onto by Paul, and that's it. Game, series. The Phoenix Suns have survived. Two great friends hug. The Suns will advance the #1 seed with the best record in the NBA. But what a 6-game series. Phenomenal in every way.
You see the respect and love that Monty Williams and Willie Green have for one another. I'm loving the admiration that these Phoenix Suns are giving to Alvarado, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy. Just what an outstanding series. And they were pushed. The #1 overall seeded Phoenix Suns, they were pushed and driven in this first round matchup.
Chris Paul, who started his pro career in New Orleans 17 years ago. Drafted right, and there's Willie Green.
Because he respects the hustle.
Oh,
I love the tears because he respects the hustle. This is a man who played 12 years in the association. He bid his time on the bench with Steve Kerr and Monty Williams and these Phoenix Suns a year ago. And this is nothing but love because he understands how hard it is to get to this point.
They were teammates, Green, the coach, and Paul. And then Green went later on in his career to coach Paul. They're connected on every level.
I love it. I love the raw emotions by Coach Willie Green. That's what it's about. And look at these Phoenix Suns. He was on their bench in the finals a year ago. And the respect.
History tonight for Chris Paul. 14 of 14. 33 points. And the Suns are off to the second round of the NBA playoffs to Allie LaForce.
Hey, I told you, it wasn't in play. But I loved it. But I say it was wild card Mar top moment of the night. I just love that moment. Reason why I love that moment, I got a lot of things out of that. One, out of this series. Yeah, we in here, Matt. We in here, baby. We in here, dog. How you doing? My man Matt been rocking out with us all day. As long as we've been podcasting all day, our brother Matt been right there with us. Much respect. I'm gonna send you a can of spam. No, I love that moment. Reason why I love that moment, for one, and all the things that I got out of that. You see the respect that was given from the Suns to the Pelicans. From obviously Willie Green was just an assistant coach with the Suns last year in the finals. Chris Paul and him have a personal relationship. You also look at, that went to a 7-game series. Most people would not have, especially me, I wouldn't, come on. 6 games. This series is going to go 6 games with New Orleans and the #1 overall seed, Phoenix Suns. Yeah, stop playing. Stop playing. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. But it did go to 6 games. It not only did it go 6 games, but it definitely was a true test. Definitely was a true test for the Phoenix Suns because they had no business messing around with you know, with the Pelicans, New Orleans Pelicans. But I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip it. I'm looking at this. Now I'm looking at this from the New Orleans Pelican side. I got a guy named Zion Williamson that's sitting on my bench. I don't know if he even really wants to be here. But I do know that D is a young commodity that somebody might want. Obviously, if I'm the Pelicans, if I have already proven that I can get to the playoffs without Zion Williamson, I already proved that I not only can I get to the playoffs without Zion Williamson, I can be competitive and take the number one overall seed, the Phoenix Suns, to their limit, take them 6 games, put a scare in them. So why would I dare? You shut your mouth, Nick Shine. We will talk football in a second. We just did a whole draft show, and we talked enough draft today. I know you're excited about your Jets. We will get there. But you're gonna ride with me for just a second on this one, buddy, bucko. If I'm the Pelicans, hey yo, New York Knicks, you want Zion? He can go be with RJ, be with Cam Reddish again, be the Duke boys in New York City. Yay, look at us. Yeah, good. Come on. I'll take Julius Randle and I'll take some draft picks. Oh, yes, double ones. Not no number twos. Point blank period. I don't want no number twos. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I even want a future pick. I want the one you got coming up in June. Because you guys were what? 12th, 13th in the East? Oh, yeah. Give me that pick. And I'll take Julius Randle. Take Zion. There you go. There you go. I'll take that pick, which can probably be something real nice because it's going to be a high pick. I can take Julius Randle. Automatically will insert him in the lineup because Julius Randle can play basketball. He was doing damn good in LA. Don't know why they kept him. He was doing damn good in New Orleans. That got him to New York. At this point, I'll take him back. And that's why we're doing Anthony, because the Knicks would take anybody. So here, take him. He said, no, hell to the fucking no. Get the fuck out of here. Let him go to LA to play with Flopper. Nah. If Zion leaves New Orleans, he is going to New York City. New York City already wanted him. Or the Knicks wanted him, or at least the city wanted him a couple of years when you guys had the lottery and you guys were sitting there thinking, oh, yeah, our franchise and our future is about to change because we're going to get the lottery pick and Zion Williamson is sitting right there. And then what happened? You guys didn't get the lottery pick. But y'all, come on. Y'all wanted him a couple of years ago. Go ahead and take his raggedy ass now. But if I'm the Pelicans, yeah. See, what had happened was, Zion, yeah, man, we gonna move on, brother. We gonna move on. I think we good. I think we good. Damn, fuck Zion, fuck LeBron. One of him, past tense, bro. I don't know. And I ain't no past tense. No, y'all still want him. And y'all still take him. Matt, you know good and damn well your owner would take Zion Williamson in a heartbeat. And you know it. You fucking know it. But it's okay. It's okay. But we're going to have a quick Chris Paul appreciation moment because Chris Paul is one of my favorite point guards. And this is what needs to happen because I know there's a lot of people that's been hating on my boy CP3. And guess what that man did tonight? He went bananas. He went BANANAS. He went bananas. And oh my gosh. Zion's still good? Where's the proof, Anthony? Where's the proof? Where's the proof that Zion is still good? He didn't play at all this year. Missed some time last year. I know Zion's athletic because that's what I see. I know he's athletic. Don't mean he's good basketball player. I mean, there's no proof that Zion can play basketball in the NBA. I'm not getting blown away, mind blown like, oh my gosh, well, Wilson gotta watch him. Well, first you got to be on the court for me to actually say that you can play. That's just me. Yeah. No, and here's the difference. Me personally, yeah, I'm upset that Ben didn't play, but the thing is with Ben Simmons is I know that I can get defense from him, facilitating because he is a good passer. He's a good point forward. You know that forward playing point guard. He's good at that. Now, if you're asking for offense, I'm not asking Ben Simmons for offense. I know that I can still utilize Ben Simmons for specific things. If Ben Simmons was healthy and playing for the Brooklyn Nets, that's a different series because Ben Simmons could lock down Jason Tatum. That's a different series. Now, I just got Zion. I just got Zion throwing up highlight dunks in practice, in warmups. What does that do for me and my team? Don't do a damn thing. Don't do a damn thing for me and my team. I mean, what, you want some props that you can do some and one dunk shit in a warmups? Good for you, Zion. But come on, I need to see you on that court, buddy. I need you to produce on the court. You're a high draft pick. But Ben, I need Ben to do what he does best, and that's it. I don't need him to be giving me 35 points because that's not what he do. I need him to play lockdown defense, and I need him to facilitate to my scores. And I have that. I'm telling you, if Ben's playing, that's a different series. And all these jokes and memes about the Nets right now wouldn't even exist. And by the way, I still got to remind y'all, they only played 58 games together out of 247. That's Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Hello. How do you build that mesh? How do you get that continuity when you ain't played only 58 games out of 247? Chances. All right, now. Like it was all cute and fun at first when the Nets got eliminated, but people really need to take a look at the big picture. There's a team with two superstars that ain't played much together, and a whole bunch of other guys that's still trying to find their roles. I mean, it is what it is. They weren't at full strength. There's no excuses. They got outplayed. They got beat up by Boston Celtics. So I'm not going to take away from the Celtics at all. They did their job. They whooped their ass, swept them. Bye-bye. But let's be real about the Nets. They're not. They haven't been 100% complete team in almost 3 years. Hell, might have been longer than that. Let Zion go showboat in LA. No, I'm done. Look, here's the thing. As a Lakers fan, I am done with the foolery. Anything that doesn't produce needs to go in LA. It's a fire sale, in my opinion. Everybody's up to go. Everybody, including LeBron. They already used the scapegoat in Frank Vogel. But there's a lot of other people they need to go with them too. Let's transform the whole roster. But, what do I know? I'm just a podcaster. and this is what I love right here. This is what I love right here. See, this is what I love right here. Is when you got this dude, Chris Paul. There's a lot of people that hate on my man, Chris Paul. There's a lot of dudes, a lot of people. There's a lot of people that hate on Chris Paul. But did y'all see what that man did tonight? I'm gonna show y'all the highlights right there while we talk, but I'm gonna give y'all the stat line on what this man did tonight. I mean, this dude did something foolish. Matter of fact, by the way, 97-94, Dallas is up 97-94 with a minute 16 left in that game. If they win it, they can close out Utah, and then it'll be yet another disappointing playoff appearance by Utah, but they still have a chance to win it. But before we dig too deep off in that, I mean, come on, Chris Paul, bro. Look at my man's stat line. 14 for 14. He played 36 minutes, made all 14 of his shots, went 1 for 1 from 3-point attempts, made all 4 of his free throws, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, 3 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and 33 points in a closeout game. I will admit, even though Devin Booker only played 32 minutes, only 13 points, 5 for 12 shooting, is it a joy to have Devin Booker back on the court? Of course it is. It's Devin Booker. Our chances to win automatically go up. But this was all about CP3 tonight, baby. This was all about CP3. So don't try to push him off to my squad. Yes, I'm gonna push him off to your squad. You damn right, man. I don't want him on my squad. I don't want him on my squad. Donovan Mitchell coming to Knicks. You heard it here first. No. The reason why Donovan Mitchell won't be going to the New York Knicks is because Zion Williamson will already be there. They don't have room for him. Sorry, Matt. You're about to get the old Duke boys down in New York. So, you guys definitely ain't about to win now because Duke boys don't win in the NBA. They only win in college. They don't win in the NBA. So, hey, you let me know the last time you seen some Duke boys win a championship in the NBA carrying the Larry O'Brien trophy. They don't. They hold the Naismith trophy, stuff like that. They carry college trophies. Stop the buffoonery. Nah, man. Y'all about to have Durham. Y'all about to have Durham, New York in there. Durham, North Carolina about to make its way to Durham, New York. Yeah. It's a new spot. New spot in New York called Durham. It's placed right in the middle of Madison Square Garden. But no, look, y'all need to stop hating on Chris Paul. Those who hate on my man CP3, cut it out. Enough is enough. He is easily in the top 5 of greatest point guards that ever played in the NBA. And there's people that don't. I was going to call out names, but I'm not going to get messy on here. They know who they are. They know who they are that be hating on Chris Paul. They know exactly who they are. But I'm gonna keep it copacetic because I've been in a good mood because we had a great day of sports. 97-96. Dallas is up with 4.3 seconds left on the clock. Looks like Dallas is at the free throw line. Brunson is at the free throw line, so I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on that right now because that's some compelling shit right there. 98-96, so dropped a couple free throws. Timeout, Phoenix Suns. Let's see what they going. Not Phoenix Suns. I'm sorry, Utah Jazz. Let's see what they're gonna do. Is it me? But the Utah Jazz always find a way to disappoint you in the playoffs. Is it? Or is it me? Oh, you really think Brunson's coming there to be in it? Come on, Matt. You're only acquiring Zion Williamson. That is it. Get comfortable with saying it. Get used to saying it. You want to talk about predictions and stuff that's going to come true. That's going to come true. You're going to get Zion Williamson. All right. Just be prepared for it. All right. Yeah, you're gonna be stuck in the same situation when y'all had Kristaps Porzingis. You got a very expensive unicorn that can't stay on the court. Y'all love that kind of shit, though, right? And what is a knickerbocker? Can you tell me what the hell is a knickerbocker? What the fuck is a knickerbocker? Huh? What is a knickerbocker? Like I know of knickerbockers like the pants, but what the fuck is a knickerbocker? Oh. What's a knickerbocker, Nick?
I don't know. If you're a white guy, you gotta be careful how you say that, because that K in Knickerbocker is the most important K in the history of white enunciation. Tell me I'm wrong, I'll never say it again.
No, it's funny you saying that because I was just thinking
That
to
you
myself,
have to over.
No,
you gotta go.
You got to overemphasize it, dog.
Knickerbockers. You gotta go overstress that shit. Because if you don't say that K,
you in trouble.
I'm gonna send you the link. I gotta find it. The guy's name is Nickerson, and he's a white comedian, and he's at an all-black audience. And he's like, "Yeah, when they announced me, man, ooh, that announcer, man, I paused for a second. I stopped breathing. I listened because that K is the most important K he is ever gonna say. Because if you enunciate that the wrong way, and then this walks out, oh, we're in for a bad show."
Utah just got eliminated. I think it was O'Neal, the forward for the Utah Jazz, had an open 3-point shot and missed it. Or was it Ingles? Like completely missed it, wide open shot.
I know you love the NBA, man, but I don't know, man.
Hey, relax, sir.
It's round one still, bro. Round one in the NFL draft is much more exciting than round one in the NBA.
Hey, shut your face. We will get to it in just a second. All right.
Wow, hostile.
All right, and that second is up. And that second is up.
Next time I say Knickerbocker, I'm not enunciating the K, dumbass.
Well,
I totally will. I totally will. That's a joke. I hope nobody took me seriously. I will add 3 Ks just to make it. No, I'm playing.
No,
I'm playing.
If you keep it two less, you are in a better position.
2 Ks.
No. Only one.
One? Okay. All right, I don't even want to get near 3. You're 100% right. That joke went too far. I'm an habitual line stepper. I apologize to everybody.
You I know habitual line stepper? You, of all people, habitual line stepper. No.
You can get a new couch. What am I doing about my legs?
Fuck your couch. Fuck your couch. No.
Can I get it? Can I get it?
Big night.
I'm a big dude. Fuck your couch.
Big night at in Las Vegas, Nevada. Big night for the NFL. Is it fair to say that in both of our lifetimes, we have not seen a very active draft like this one tonight in the first round? A very active first round, I should say.
All right. Let me say this. You're entering the day and era in the NFL where wide receivers are coming in more and more athletic. They are coming in, and now they're demanding $25 to $30 million a year. So what you are going to see become the trend in the NFL is what you're seeing now. Davante Adams, you want $30 million? We'll trade you for a 1 and 2. Let's get newer, younger, fresher blood in here. Oh, Tyreek Hill, you want $30 million a year? We're going to trade you for 1s and 2s and 4s and 6s.
5 picks.
What's that? AJ Brown? Peace, you're out, man. Thanks for your contributions, but we would rather take the entity that we've developed, shove you off, reload on a controllable contract than have to deal with the massive contract these receivers are going to want. Use them, abuse them, ship them off, reload. That's what you're going to see in the NFL. And now you're seeing the beginning of it because the majority of these trades, Hollywood Brown, AJ Brown, Hill, rumored about Debo, Davante Adams, all of these trades that you saw are based off of receivers wanting money and the teams that drafting them saying, hey, we're better off moving you and reloading with the picks.
Real quick.
Shoot.
I thought I at first I thought you was batshit crazy with the Debo talk, and then I kept seeing it, and then I was leaning towards like, oh, this shit might happen. Okay, it didn't happen. Um, I don't think you still move them for anything less than the first now.
If you're moving him for a first, it's got to be a first next year. Let's fucking light off. I don't need that light on. It's bright enough. I still think he could be moved tomorrow. And part of me thinks that the Jets got rid of those extra picks is to fucking hold them over the coals and be like, you know what? We'll give you 35. Imagine a Jets team with Wilson, Moore, and Debo going forward. Say you trade Corey Davis. And now you got Debo, Garrett Wilson, and Elijah Moore. I don't think it's very probable, but it's not impossible, right? That's been like my new slogan lately. It's not improbable that the Jets go and put 4 studs out there for a year and let Zach Wilson go to the next level. You got a shutdown corner. You got a good edge rusher. You got a very good wide receiver. And I'm not saying this because I'm a Jet fan. I'm saying this because I am a draft guru, and you know me. But you guys were stopping me from talking about the draft in September and October with how much I love it, and you're like, bro, it's too soon. Chill.
Nick, I'll say it for you. The Jets killed it. The Jets killed it. The Lions killed it. I think the Jaguars killed it. I think the Chiefs killed it. And that's not me saying
Jaguars did well. I think the Lions did well too. I got to give the Lions credit. Getting Aiden Hutchinson, the best pass rusher, and Jameson Williams, the best receiver, in my opinion. Even though we got Garrett Wilson, I'm not going to change my stance. Long term, Jameson Williams is the best receiver out of this class. He is Devontae Adams to me.
There's hope for you, brother. The reason why I say there's hope for you Lions fans is because both me and Nick have said this sometime at one point in today. And we've been on air pretty much all afternoon. The Lions weren't getting their dicks kicked in all year.
No, they competed. And what were they missing? They were missing blue chip talent. Well, they bring in Hutchinson, who can change the game on field possession on one rush, knocks the ball away. Maybe the ball bounces back 10 feet. Offense recovers. But now it's 3rd and 28 or 4th and 28. Hutchinson can change the field at any moment in time. When Jameson Williams gets on that field, Jameson Williams is going to have an impact like Randy Moss had. He's going to have an impact like Odell Beckham had when he missed the first 4 games and then he came in and blew up the league. I think he still had 1,000 yards receiving after missing the first 4 games his rookie year. Mm-hmm. He's going to make an impact like Jamar Chase, like Justin Jefferson. Now, St. Brown, 90 catches, 900-something yards, a couple game-changing plays, and now you're adding Jameson Williams to that in mid-October in an NFC that is down right now. You look at the NFC, you got Rams, Niners, Packers, Cowboys, Saints maybe.
Nah, was Saints missing last year?
The Saints were 5-2 before Jameis Winston got hurt. They whooped the Packers.
No, you're right. You're right. So
I don't think you can write them off with that defense. I know they lost a piece or two.
I'm not writing them off, but I still think.
And they added Chris Olave with Michael Thomas coming back.
That's
a scary team.
Michael Thomas is not coming back. Michael Thomas is no way he's coming back.
He didn't get moved today, man.
There's no way Michael Thomas is coming back to New Orleans. There's no way. The dude has it.
Oh, and Chark. I saw Chris LaCour's comment. Chark was the one in Jacksonville, right?
Jacksonville.
In Detroit. That's a good pickup too, man. That's a good top 3. You got a good tight end. You got a good running back. Who's the other running back besides Swift? Because you got a good tandem there too, Chris. The name is escaping me. It's Swift.
Jamal Williams.
Yes. The Packers backup. Yes, he went there last year.
And
so
I like
you
Jamal
got 2 Williams. That's a very, very good, young, up and coming group.
So hear me out. Hear me out.
Shoot.
I'm just saying when you got in great draft tonight, is that Doug? I'm assuming you're a Jets fan. You did have a great draft tonight. You had an awesome draft tonight.
Doug's my buddy from in town here.
Matter of fact, I won't let Nick say it. I'm gonna say it. The Jets did damn well tonight.
And you know me. I can gloat for the Jets for 2 hours, but I would rather discuss the other teams to show my credibility instead of being a homer.
So let me handle it for a couple of minutes.
Go.
All right.
Take it. I'm gonna drink and smoke while you talk.
When you get Sauce Gardner, who I was raving about, I loved Sauce Gardner, and I'm telling you right now, Sauce Gardner. I don't want to throw it in the atmosphere too early, but I'm saying if it works out how it's projected, you have your Darrelle Revis that you did back in the early 2000s. Now you add who else did you add? You add Garrett Wilson.
From on the other side. State.
Hey, give Zach Wilson some weapons. What? Look. I'm not comparing Zach Wilson to Patrick Mahomes, but what I am saying is that Zach Wilson can make certain throws that Patrick Mahomes can throw. That's all I'm saying. Take it how you may. You make sure you can keep him upright. He can make the throws. He really can. I'm not sure about Corey Davis. If I'm me personally, I would find a way to move off of him. That's just me.
It's not a needle mover, right? It's a hold the fort. It's the old Bill Parcells, hold the fort.
I thought y'all overpaid him last
down
year.
until we draft somebody in.
I thought y'all overpaid him last year. That's me. I thought y'all overpaid him last year.
We did out of desperation. We did. It was a 3-year, $37 million deal. Yeah. He's in year 2 now. Next year we can get out of the deal. And dead money would be $667,000. Yeah. So you can add a third wide receiver to the Wilson and Moore tandem next year, and then you still got Berrios as a backup. Yeah, you can move on next year with minimal damage.
So you get Garrett Wilson, who I like. You get Sauce Gardner, who I absolutely fucking love. You get. First of all, you guys were supposed to be done in the first round. You were supposed to be done. Then you get back and sneak back in at 26, which the big homie did predict, and you fucking get Jermaine Johnson, who I also love, who, if you really think about it, he left Georgia because he couldn't get playing time. That's how good Georgia was, but that's how good that he is also.
Can I add some info? Can I add some content for you to go on your tangent? Because I know you're not following the Jets website and the beat reporters.
Yeah.
Joe Douglas in his press conference said, and I'll give it to you to run with, so I'm not the homer just shoveling Jets manure at everybody.
Yeah.
Joe Douglas said in his press conference he got 3 of his top 8 guys. With Wilson, Sauce, and Johnson, he got 3 of his top 8, which is really unheard of. If nowadays, and I haven't taken Joe Douglas as a guy who shovels bullshit. And Joe Douglas said, we started calling up at 15 for Jermaine Johnson. And they waited and they didn't overpay and they gave up number 35.
And he fell.
69 and they gave up a 5th rounder. I think Joe Douglas hit
a phenomenal job.
Fucking grand slam. You got 3 impact players at 3 positions that the New York Jets have been desperate for since Marshall and Decker left in 16, since John Abraham got traded away in 06, since Darrelle Revis left the first time. You
won the same the second time.
You hit.
I think you hit.
Fucking potential superstars. I'm not talking about mediocre players. I'm talking about franchise-changing players who can come out and Wilson can take a pass at any given time and go the distance. He can jump 5 feet in the fucking air. And yeah, Doug says 3 top 10. Joe Douglas said, we got 3 of our top 8. Who gets 3 of their top 8? Even Bill Parcells in 2000, when he had 4 picks, didn't get 3 of his top 8.
Great draft.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me how great we are. I'm gonna sit back and listen.
No. It was great. The Jets did great. Even though Jacksonville only had 2 picks, I thought they did fantastic. You get Trayvon Walker, and then you compare him with Devin Lloyd, who I absolutely was oozing about. I love that pick in Devin Lloyd. So Jets did good. Lions did good. Jaguars did good. And yes, okay, Matt, no love for Big Blue. This will be the good time. This will be the one time I will give you guys credit. And Big Nick did hit these picks. He just had them flipped.
Both of them.
You just
Nailed
had
both
them
of them.
flipped. You just had them flipped. That's it. Because Kayvon Thibodeau was still sitting there, so they went ahead and took him first.
And here's why you do that. With Icky and Neal both there,
Either
you
one
take
would have
the
mattered.
edge rusher first,
Yeah.
and then, okay, there's only one pick between us.
Yeah.
Between 5 and 7. You sit there, you're patient, and you say, we'll take Icky or Neal. Whoever you don't want, Carolina, we're happy
We'll take
taking.
the other one. Exactly.
But they must have had the edge rusher rated differently
Higher.
than they had the
Yeah, they
linemen.
had it
The
higher.
linemen are probably rated closer together.
Yeah.
So you take Thibodeau and say, hey, Carolina, or if you want to trade it, take whoever you want. We're still content with Icky or Neal.
No. I
Very shocked Malik Willis did not get picked. Extremely shocked.
Hey, it's funny you say that because Chris LaCour, he's right here. He's saying if Malik is available, obviously he's a Lions fan. If Malik is available at 46, he's saying that the Lions should go get him. I mean,
Hold on.
I'm not,
I just had a tweet come in.
I'm not against it.
Through Bleacher Report from Malik Willis as we're talking about him. Still super appreciative and thankful for this opportunity to be in Vegas and as a prime example on adversity and continuing to grow in your faith.
He'll be gone.
TGFE?
Thank God it's Friday.
No, TGFE. TGIF is thank God it's Friday. I grew up in the 80s, dumbass.
So did I, motherfucker.
Thank God, faith.
I don't know. I
to God, fear everyone.
I don't know.
I'm good at these too.
But yeah, I can't see that shit, man. I don't. Yeah, I believe that. What?
TGFE. I don't know.
I don't
TGFE.
know.
To God, fear everyone. To God, trust God. I don't know. I'm usually good with these two. I'm really, really good with them.
I said the same thing.
Thank God for everything. Thank God for everything.
Thank God for everything. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Matt came in like Mariano.
Wait, hold on. Matt's older than us. Matt's older than them.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He was born in 80. No, he's born the same year as me. We're both 43, right, Matt?
Oh, both y'all motherfuckers is old, man.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Just because you don't crack, don't fucking knock on us, motherfucker. I know you're wearing your Super Bowl champion shirt. I'm going to have draft champion shirt tomorrow.
Hey, look, I said it. 3 wins. Y'all should get 8.
Okay, he is born in 80. I was right. He's 2 years younger than me.
Y'all should get 8 wins next year. Maybe that's high expectations for me just because I think I had a solid draft. No, for y'all.
I take 8 wins right now. I signed my soul away. I signed my soul away for 8 wins.
That's my expectation for you guys next year.
I'll sign my soul away right now for that.
Okay. I'm telling you.
Here's why.
Go make that bet in Vegas for us so we can turn this I.O.W. to something bigger, man. I'm telling you, go put that bet in for us.
So
8 wins. The over-under. Go.
How good was it? And yes, I'm not intoxicated. I'm at the point where if I stop drinking half an hour from now, I'm sober. But a half an hour from now, if I keep drinking, it's going to be flipping tables and like going wild. How good was it that I fucking nailed the prediction about the Jets trading up to 26? I missed the player. And in the mock that we did, Jermaine Johnson was still there, but I had them going up for Nakobe Dean because I had them taking Hutchinson earlier.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a world where I saw we weren't getting an edge, it would have been no-brainer. Jermaine was that pick at 26. Yeah. But
you had Jermaine Johnson going
player
like 13.
falls to 26, Joe Douglas is going to fucking pounce.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head. You did.
You give me 7, 8, 9 wins next year. I love it. Because it means you're playing competitive football late in the year. You're playing competitive football after Thanksgiving. And I haven't seen that since 2016. So I'm all about that, man. And now the next year,
here's my thing, Nick.
You build on it again. And now you go up to 10, 11. And then in 2024, you are the fucking AFC favorites.
All right,
I'm going to keep saying it.
now you're wild. Now you're doing
I'm
too
going to
much.
say it because all these other teams are going to catch up with salary cap issues, and Joe Douglas is going to be the fucking little train that could, and he's going to just cruise by everybody who's been throwing too much coal in the fucking steam engine.
I will say this.
You like that reference? That was a good fucking little analogy there.
Yeah, I saw what you did there, but look, you guys will have a chance to do some damages because you are playing a last place schedule. It is what it is. So you're gonna compete against teams that were in the same boat you guys were last year record wise, but I think you'll play them this year and more than likely have the better roster. So you should be able to get them. You might be able to steal one. I'll even give you this. You'll be able to steal one from New England. You'll be competitive with Buffalo. And you can probably split with Miami too. So
yeah. Because now with Gardner and Reed, you got to realize our starting cornerbacks last year are all backups now. You got DJ Reed from Seattle and you got Sauce Gardner. Gardner can come in and be like, man, who's the guy in the Patrick Surtain.
Say, slow down, Nick. You're getting way ahead of yourself with the Jets.
I'm not, Matt, and here's why. Because I really believe that Joe Douglas is constructing this the right way. He's not overpaying people. He was in on Tyreek Hill. He decided that it was borderline reckless, and he got out. So I think when you build it the right way, look what the Chiefs did. The Chiefs were building it the right way. They hit on some picks. They hit on some mid-round picks. You got to have some guys like Elijah Moore fall to you in round 2. You got to have somebody like Jermaine Johnson fall in the middle of the first round, or you trade up and want your third pick. There are a lot of things going to Jets. This whole Jamal Adams trade. We just traded Jamal Adams for Elijah Vera Tucker and Garrett Wilson. 2 pieces that can make our offense elite. We just traded away a box safety for and got a potential all-pro guard and a potential Pro Bowl wide receiver. That's how highly I think of Garrett Wilson. You're 100% right. They got to prove it on the field first. But when you draft it and you build it with team players and something that the Jets have been doing, Joe Douglas's tell has been drafting captains. When you draft a team of leaders, you don't need anybody you don't have anybody that has to be led, Matt. And that's something that your Giants are going to do because your GM has the same approach as our GM. When you're losing games and you're down and you're getting blown out by the Colts on Monday night or Thursday night and you're getting blown out by the Patriots, there's no helmet slamming. There's no fucking fighting. There's no finger pointing. You have a bunch of young, determined leaders who want to figure out a way to overcome that shit. And they're not going to do the OBJ. And I'm not saying it because he's a giant. I'm saying it because of his temper tantrums. Yeah. Who's fighting with the fucking kicking net. And you're not going to see that on the Jets sideline because it's not the type of players that they're bringing in. So I understand your point, but I can go on for 20 minutes with my point. But I'll kick it back.
And no, you're right. You're right. But at the end of the day, they gotta let it mature on the field. In end of the day, but I do like where your Jets are headed. I think they're headed in the right direction for sure. We saw some trades. Obviously, you see Hollywood Brown go from Baltimore. He gets shipped off to Arizona.
Crazy.
I didn't get that.
It was the biggest head scratcher of night 1.
I did not understand that.
Literally the what moment of the night. That. And did you check your Instagram?
No, I didn't check it.
You need to. The I.O.W. Instagram. Because if you look at anyone watching, Matt and others, if you look at CBS Sports on Instagram, the Rams general manager and Sean McVay were doing their press conference as the Patriots were on the board, on the clock with the 29th pick. And it is literally the Rams GM and Sean McVay watching the pick of Cole Strange get announced, laughing their asses off. And McVay says, and I quote, why the hell did we watch film on him thinking he would be there at 104 if they were going to take him this early? And they literally laughed at the Patriots.
And forgetting Cole Strange that early.
I mean, I liked Cole Strange. Jets fans love Cole Strange.
Yeah,
You
but that
know,
early-
you pop in every once in a while. We
That
do a
early,
lot of
though?
mock drafts on
But
our
that
Jets
early,
pages. Hear me out. 4th and 5th round, Cole Strange. Sometimes late third he would go, and guys would be upset he didn't make it to 4. That was a head scratcher. That was the second head scratcher of round 1.
Okay, and I'm just making sure we're on the same page, because if you're saying his ceiling is 3rd round and he's getting picked up in the late 1st round, I can't see that as a win for the Patriots. That's a
Oh no, I think it's a major reach by the Patriots. Now, let's be real, right? You know I love to invest myself in this. You know I love to put a lot of time into watching tape and then formulating opinions. I'm nowhere near Bill Belichick's level as a talent evaluator.
None of us
Bill
are.
Belichick, and don't forget, they traded Shaq Mason to Tampa Bay.
Yes, they did.
So if they think, and Bill
They need to fill that
Belichick
hole.
thinks that Cole Strange can come in and fill the role of a guard, start from day one,
Then so be
and
Yeah.
block for a young quarterback that's going to need assistance. Hey, maybe I was onto something with thinking he's a good 3rd or 4th round pick, you know? And then maybe I just didn't value him the right way. I was a little shocked when his name came in because I know all these names. Like, you're going to have to get the mid-round 5 or a surprise 4 before you get a name that I don't know anything about.
New Orleans, instead of going Bernard Raymond, they go Trevor Penning.
Because I thought the Chargers were going to take Penning, and the Chargers went interior and took Kenyon Green.
Yeah, they did.
So that's a good pickup for them. That helps your quarterback in the center, because you got Corey Linsley, the center that you signed from Green Bay last year. You got Rashawn Slater, your 14th pick last year, or 12th pick.
Who made a Pro Bowl in his rookie year.
Yes. The guy's going to be an All-Pro.
Oh, yeah.
And now you add Kenyon Green. So you got Linsley, Green.
You got one side. You got one side of your own line shut down. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you still have picks to add to it. So
if you ask me, this is probably the draft.
Hold on. Wrong one. He commented, Matt, you're not going to hear from him unless you're a draft nut, because you're not going to hear about anybody from Tennessee, Chattanooga. As a college football fan, you're only going to hear about
D1.
Chattanooga, Western Kentucky, guys that I'm on with 3-hour podcasts, and we're breaking film down on these guys. You're not going to hear about him at Tennessee, Chattanooga.
You got to be.
And if you search on Instagram, CBS Sports, and look, I'll send it to you. I sent it already to Lamar.
No surprise that Kenny Pickett went to Pittsburgh, which you did hit on that one. No surprise there. Obviously, it makes sense. He played in that backyard for 4 years in college. I mean,
Matt, check your Instagram.
You've seen everything about Kenny Pickett as a Steeler. He plays in that stadium. He shares that locker room. So he's been around probably that organization already. You know, let's call a spade a spade. I thought that, maybe there's a chance you get Malik Willis, but there's too much familiarity. Too much. I absolutely love what the Chiefs did. That's not me being a homer. I'll let you elaborate more just to let you know that I'm not a homer. The Trent McDuffie pickup from Washington, physical corner. I like the way he plays. He tackles. He's
very good in space.
Very good in space.
He's not an elite speed guy, but his technique allows him to stay closer than some other guys would. That's my breakdown on McDuffie. There was some talks in February, early March, about McDuffie being a possibility of Jets at 10 if we hit a wide receiver in free agency. So I think you got a really good one. I had him going 12 to the Vikings today. So to get him, was it early 20s, 21? You traded with the Patriots. So 21.
Went up to 21 to go get him.
That's a really good get for you guys. I had you taking Andrew Booth Jr.
at 29.
Yeah. So to move up and get McDuffie that I had going at 12, again, not that I'm an expert, but that's great value, right? You're getting +9 on the value chart of my value chart, which
LaCour, Honey Badger Tyrann Matthew priced himself out. He priced himself out, especially in Kansas City.
I wouldn't say that.
No.
I would say he priced himself into.
Hold on.
All right, go ahead.
No, he priced himself out of Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City, yes.
He priced himself out of Kansas City. Now, if there's another team that's going to pick him up, he will get picked up. He's 29, 30 years old. You can probably get a good solid 3-4 years out of him.
Yeah.
Great leader. I will say that.
For 3 teams in those 3-4 years. Let's be real. He's going to be single-year contract guy. He's going to be ring hopping. That's where he's at right now. And it's not a knock on him. I just don't see him being a long-term fit for a team. He priced himself out of pre-draft. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a post-draft or a post-June 1st signing.
He'll be a right before training camp sign.
Yeah. If he prices himself too highly, yes, he will fall out of both of those categories into the one you just said.
Yeah. But no, I love George Karlaftis. I love that pick.
Great value. You got 2 very, very good values.
He might mess around and be our Jared Allen, bro. He might mess around and be our new age Jared Allen.
He could be.
Yeah.
He could be. He doesn't have the greatest speed, but he's got I said this, he's got the Bill Belichick or the Baltimore Raven, bring your lunch pail to work and outwork everybody type of player. So the fact that you add McDuffie, great value, +9, and you add Karlaftis, great value, +15, you got 2 really good steals out of this draft. Now, I know Tyreek Hill was a sexy player.
I'm okay with it.
But long-term, these players might move the win needle more.
Hey,
I'm talking about postseason, possession, game-changing, getting to Burrow, getting to Herbert, picking them off.
When that trade went down, people thought I was going to fucking commit suicide. I'm like, no, I'm okay that we moved Tyreek Hill. I am absolutely okay because we weren't going to pay him close to $30 million a year. That puts us in cap strain.
Yeah,
he's 28. He's 28 years old. Why? I'm not going to be. He wants his money. He wants to be a highest paid receiver. Well, go ahead. By all means, go get it. But you're not going to get it in Kansas City. He got it in Miami.
Matt, go look at your IG. I sent you the CBS video at 12:06 while I was in the Uber, and I sent it to you again now. So you have it. You have the Sean McVay video.
And really, with all those 5 picks we picked up, it allowed us to use some of those picks to move up to go get McDuffie. You know, and
very good draft by the Chiefs.
You know what? You low key who I really thought had a good draft. I thought it not because
give me a sec.
Not because they picked a lot of draft picks because of the moves that they made tonight.
All right, hold on.
Well, you want to take a guess on who I'm going to say?
I like Baltimore. I know they gave up the receiver.
You really like Baltimore? You really like that?
I told you earlier.
I know what you're saying.
Baltimore, when you started the draft process before the combine, there was 2 players that were labeled as generational players. It was Kyle Hamilton at safety. It was Tyler Lindenbaum at center. And Baltimore landed both of them. Yeah. It's not sexy to take a center, but when you get J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards and everyone else coming back, and you want to run that ball up the middle, and you want to take the load off of Lamar running, maybe you got a receiver that you really love in round 2. I don't think that's really that bad, man, to be completely honest with you.
Okay. Well, I'll say this.
Who's your pick?
Right now, I don't like what Baltimore did. I will reconvene on what I felt about their draft when they finish the draft. Because if they come out round 2 and 3 and start going offense heavy and start getting some hitters, I'll change my mind on that. But I actually like what Philly did. Reason why I like what Philly did.
100%. They're my top 3.
I like what Philly did is because you get a proven wide receiver in the NFL that's already proven that he can play. You pair him with your rookie that was showing out last year in Devontae Smith. So obviously now you're giving Jalen Hurts some weapons, which he needs. And then you go get Jordan Davis, who you sit him right next to Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham on that front four. Like, I like what Philly did. And I heard Booger McFarland was kind of dumping on Jordan Davis a little bit, but for a man of Jordan Davis's size,
how is that fat fuck dumping on Jordan Davis?
Well, no, because he was putting up highlights of talking about his pass rush ability, like he was giving up and wasn't giving full effort.
He's not a pass rusher.
That's what I was trying to explain. He is a gap stopper. He takes space.
Absorb the offensive lineman. He is you want to run it between the tackles on first or second down. I'm going to eat your blockers up. My linebackers are going to blitz, fill the gaps, contain, and knock you back. You cannot.
I love Jordan Davis, bro.
I love him.
Jordan Davis is there strictly to bust offensive plan on first and second down and put you in pass rush situations. That's what he's there for.
Do you know my NFL comparison to him? Don't say Warren Sapp. Don't say Warren Sapp.
What, Snack Harrison? I'm kidding.
That's not a bad one. That's not a bad one. I'm going a little bit earlier. I'm going a few years earlier.
Vita Vea?
No, he's now.
Okay.
I'm going a few years before Snacks. Same team that he came up with.
You're going in Dominican Sue? No, I wouldn't go that far.
No, Snacks came up with the Jets.
Then
he went to the Giants. Then he went to the Lions.
Okay. Well,
when the Jets had Mark Sanchez and they were going to the AFC Championship.
Oh, you talking about
from Carolina?
Johnny Abraham?
No, interior. He started with Carolina.
Chris Jenkins. Oh, I love.
That's who I see with Jordan Davis.
Chris Jenkins was a problem. He was a problem.
Yep.
He would blow up your offensive game plan on first and second.
He would line up on the guard. But he would turn and look at the center, and the center would be like out of the corner of his eyes, like, "Oh man, he's gonna hit me when I snap this ball."
Because I lived in Charlotte for 17 years, so I saw Chris Jenkins' career.
You saw a lot of him.
Yeah, I saw him in his prime.
We got him, and he helped us become an elite defense. And he also hurt his knee one year.
He would do that exact lineup you just said.
Yeah,
and he would put his left hand in the ground. And he have his right hand cocked, and he would literally slap the shit out of the center's head.
He would hit that fucking center and send the center flying. And after he hit the center, he would lean and swim on the guard. He would be in the backfield for it.
Already. You are absolutely right. So I love what
I was trying to teach flag football players in 2015 when Nicky started playing the Chris Jenkins move. And the league was like, you can't be doing this shit. You can't hit the center. I was like, it's such a good fucking move.
I love Chris Jenkins. That's a good comparison.
But that's who I see with Jordan Davis. I see a guy who's going to come in, be a mauler, be a stuffer, be a fucking disaster for offenses in the middle.
I love it.
And then as his career evolves, maybe evolves into a pass rusher. But in the beginning, you're going against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You got to stuff the middle. Like if you're the Eagles, if you have playoff aspirations of going deep, you got to be able to beat and win your own division. So I think it's a very good pick for them. Who was the second pick that they ended up with?
No, they ended up trading that pick away because they got Jordan Davis. Well, they traded up to 13 with Houston, got Jordan Davis. 15, they traded that to Houston. And then pick 18, they ended up trading that
to Traylon. They got AJ Brown. So they got AJ Brown and Jordan Davis.
And pretty much you got AJ Brown and Jordan Davis. AJ Brown gets his 4-year, $100 million contract, $57 million guaranteed. Last topic before we get up out of here. We're doing a little extra time.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna try to show you something. Let me shut this light off. This is Joe Douglas hanging up with Jermaine Johnson after trading up for him.
Oh, he's on the phone with him?
That's him and Salah. I told you, bro. Dudley boys.
Somebody's got to go through the table.
I told you, Salah and Douglas are the fucking Dudley boys.
Last topic before we get up out of here, we're going to do a little bit extra time. You know who was the real winner tonight?
The NFL.
No. Well, yes, the NFL. The NFL always wins. And that's obvious. I'm not going there.
Can I mention a really cool moment before? Because I know you're going to go into like a closing rant.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Make-A-Wish kid going up and making the Giants pick and being up there and celebrating with Thibodeau.
That was cool.
Yo,
that was cool.
I got a soft spot in my heart for shit like that. I thought that was real cool moment.
That kid's not going to forget that now.
His celebration, his energy, his involvement, holding up the jersey with Goodell and Thibodeau. I thought the energy of that kid was fantastic. And I know it's a Make-A-Wish thing, so we all obviously know there's a doomsday diagnosis.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? The world needs more fucking people like that who are just balls to the wall, happy to be celebrating life. And if we all lived knowing that we had a short time, the world would be a much better place to live in, man. That was really
was real good.
Cool.
I'm
not being sarcastic. I'm not being over the top. I'm not being anything else but just a fucking human who loved watching another human celebrate an amazing moment in life. That was really fucking awesome.
Great moment.
Cheers to him.
But and to speak on it, that kid's not going to forget that moment. He's never going to forget that moment. I hope
the reaction when Thibodeau,
like
the reaction when Thibodeau came out was so real and genuine. It was fantastic.
And I hope Thibodeau stays in touch with that kid because I think that was dope. But to me, the real winner of all this is none other than Kirby Smart.
Five-time defense first round draft picks.
And some of the notable people on that defense is still on the board tomorrow. That's why.
Oh, he got 5. That's the record.
No, he has 5 today, but Nakobe Dean's still on the board. There's a couple other Georgia defenders still on the board for tomorrow.
Devontae Wyatt went. Davis went. Quay Walker went.
Mm-hmm.
They still got Dean. They have the cornerback. Don't tell me the name. I know the name. Pickens. Pickens is the wide receiver.
No. Lewis Cine went today.
Cine went today, but it's the cornerback.
I can't remember his name.
No, he was Auburn.
It'll come to you.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll look it up while you're talking.
But just look at it this way. When you see all these Georgia Bulldogs go in the first round, there's going to be some more that's going to go tomorrow. They just won a national championship. I'm telling you, Kirby Smart won tonight because that's the biggest recruitment.
Kendrick.
Okay.
Yes.
That was the biggest recruitment chip that man just put on display today. Hey, you want to make it to the NFL? I just set a record. Hey, you want to be like, and if you really think about it, Jermaine Johnson, you can add on to his list too because he transferred from Georgia. So Kirby Smart knows how to evaluate some damn talent. Kirby Smart won today.
It's not JJ Jermaine Johnson anymore. It's JJJ Jermaine Johnson Jet.
I was going to go junior as in Triple J, like
Triple J Jermaine Johnson the Jet.
But no, I mean, it's trending
and
now.
They got Pickens. They got Jamari Salyer, offensive line.
Oh, it is trending now. Lamar Jackson is mad. He's upset.
Oh, I mean, let's be real. Lamar, it don't matter who they put a receiver. You ain't fucking throwing it accurately.
Well, of course not.
He should have tweeted instead of WTF, FTA. It should have meant fuck this arm.
Hey, Matt, I'm right there with you, bro. My oldest, of course, those that, I'm not shy of it. My oldest is nonverbal autistic. So, I felt that moment just as much as everybody else, man. So I love that shit. That's always a good thing to see with that Make-A-Wish and what they do.
Really, really great moment. I make fun of almost everything in life, but when the program that I grew up playing in, St. Cecilia's, we merged with Port Reading over here in Woodbridge, and they had a oh man, what's the name of it? A challenger level.
Mm-hmm.
So it was special needs, Down syndrome, like type of players playing, and they would get introduced and come out for their game. I just got a special place in my heart for like shit like that, you know, because if you're an elite player and you play, we all know what you're capable of. We all know what you can do. But
Mm-hmm.
when you see people like that coming out and enjoying a sport, it's on a different level. It's not to sound too corny or too cliche, but fuck it. That's how I feel about it.
Hey, it is what it is. I agree with you, bro. But we're gonna shut it down, man. Great night. A lot of great teams did well. Philly did well. Jets did well. Chiefs did well. Lions did well. All of I.O.W. sports teams did well. Jaguars did well. Giants did well. So there's hell. If you start adding the transactions that certain teams made in free agency and what they did in the draft, you could throw the Chargers in there that they did well. So great night for the NFL. NFL is still king in April, and even when they're not playing, they're still king. Some good NBA basketball, but unfortunately, it did get overshadowed by a very wild and crazy, wacky first round of an NFL draft. Crazy night. I'm pretty sure tomorrow night too is it won't be as I don't see it being as nuts as tonight was, but I am curious to see where does Mr. Willis go. But look,
I'll answer that. Hold on, give me a second.
well, how about this? Give us a prediction of where you think they're gonna
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at
Willis
right
is gonna
now.
go. And then we'll see where it happens tomorrow. Yeah.
It could be a possibility right off the bat, right? Like Tampa Bay might need a quarterback. You got Tom Brady on a 1-year deal. Why not bring in a young kid? Now you're skating on the thin ice of Aaron Rodgers drafting Jordan Love, because you're not doing anything to add to this year's championship run. But what you are doing is you are bringing in somebody.
Hold on. Let's pause real quick. Let's give a pause.
Who's behind him? Jake Fromm or the kid from Florida?
No, Kyle. It should be
Kyle Trask.
No,
Kyle Trask is behind him.
No, Kyle Trask is behind Blaine Gabbert. He got Gabbert behind Brady.
Yeah, but we all know Gabbert is not the long-term plan.
Oh, obviously, but I just need a quick pause because
Giants have the 4th pick. Do the Giants draft a quarterback and sit him for a year?
Because
and if Daniel Jones doesn't do well, you bring him in? There's a lot of possibilities, man. That's what's so cool about this.
But here's the thing. I'm not thinking about Tampa Bay, but that makes sense. It does make sense. But
you have Seattle with 40 and 41 in this round. Seattle hasn't picked a quarterback yet. You got Atlanta Falcons at 11 in this round. So I just named 4 teams
that could possibly get them.
You got the Houston Texans at 5.
Okay.
You got Minnesota.
I don't think Houston does it.
Okay.
No.
I'm just throwing it out.
I know. All right. So
you got Minnesota at 2, and Cousins is on a 1-year, $35 million deal. So again, you can sit the young quarterback behind and build it up. You have the Colts at 10.
Colts will move.
You have the Vikings again at 14. You have the Commanders at 15. I don't think anyone's sold on Carson Wentz to be a long-term answer.
First of all, the fact that Carson Wentz keeps getting jobs is what's killing me.
Tampa's got 2 second-rounders. So, I mean, I think one of those teams that I named has a very, very good, strong possibility of taking him.
I'm telling you this
if
now.
Not him, another quarterback, to be completely honest with you.
Hey, Matt, I will be shocked if Tampa Bay gets him. But now that Nick has presented it, it makes sense. But I will be shocked by it. And then he said with Giants signing Tyrod Taylor, I don't see them drafting Willis, but I like where your head is.
Yeah, but you don't think of Jones or Tyrod as long-term solutions.
No.
You just drafted 2 elite players. If you could sneak in and get a quarterback now that you got Andrew Thomas and Neal, and you have 2 cornerstones of your offensive line, you got the 2 bookends. Why not? Why not take a developmental player and let him sit for a year and learn your system?
Here's my thing. Tyrod Taylor he's there to compete for the starting one job because of who is in the building. Is Daniel Jones in the building? Tyrod Taylor is there to compete, whether you want to believe it or not. But what I'm saying is that why not get Malik Willis, trade Daniel Jones, and then you can, because that's what Tyrod's been doing. How many times has Tyrod been at a place and then all of a sudden gets replaced by the quarterback that a team drafts in the draft? How many times has it happened? It's happened more than once. So let's not be shocked that it can't happen. You're mute, Nick. You're mute.
Yeah, I know that shit.
There you go.
Why you acting like I'm fucking? I was choking on a townhouse cracker. This was what I was doing before when you were talking like NBA. I was like, so funny, it's so funny.
Oh my gosh,
bro! If you're the Giants, you're building a line. You got a couple nice pieces on the line. Why not take the chance on a quarterback? Because you don't have the option for Daniel Jones right now. You declined it. So he's a free agent at the end of this year. He's going into year 4. He's a free agent.
There's no commitment to him.
0. So why not take somebody, even if it's not Willis with that 5th pick? Why not roll the dice and take somebody and let them learn your system? And if Daniel Jones stumbles and fumbles, which we all know he's capable of doing. Matt, I'm not shitting on your team. I'm giving my honest football analysis on the player. You have to know yourself. You would have been picking in the top 10 the last 3 years if Daniel Jones was it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not coming at you personally, Matt. I'm giving fair analysis. Why not take someone who might pick up your system better? Why not take someone who might have the athletic ability? I'm going to say it. And if I'm opening up a can of worms, I'm sorry.
No, please. Open
We
it
all
up.
know that
it might lead to another 5 minutes of
it might go for more than 5. That's why I'm apologizing to you, because I know you want to go. You're looking at an organization that has never had a black head coach, and their fan base went fucking ballistic when they started Geno Smith over Eli Manning, and Geno Smith is the one that broke Eli's starting streak. If it was the backup quarterback that they drafted that year, the white guy, I'm telling you right now, the New York Giants fan base wouldn't have had as much of an issue as they did with Geno. So I'm not saying Matt or the younger generation has that issue, but these old guys that sit there and they watch the little analog television with the antenna on their lap at the game and listening to Pat Summerall and John Madden on Fox instead of watching the game live in front of them. There's a lot of those old Giants fans that have that racial issue with a coach or a GM or a quarterback. And it's a conversation that has to be had. There was a lot of outrage when Eli stopped his start streak. And I promise you, if it was not Geno Smith stopping the start streak,
it wouldn't have been an issue.
It would have been a lot less of an issue. And that's from white friends who know the Giant fan base and say flat out that this is an old school, wear your suit to the game before Jackie Robinson type of ownership. And that's just the truth about the organization. And it's not a knock on all the fans. I don't paint with a broad brush. You know that. Matt knows that. I'm not painting Matt into that category or to that ideology.
I don't know. I would never take it.
This is a fan base that has, like, they fucking berate the New York radio calls whenever there's a rumor of a black head coach or of a black GM, and I don't know if he's got the criteria or the resume. We all know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's been discussed a lot up in this region. It's second to Boston.
Mm.
The Giant fan base, the older Giant fan base, is very, very
old school.
Old school. Well, we're worded old school.
Yeah, we're going to word it that way.
Matt, or guys in their 20s or 30s are like that, but there are a lot of older fans that are out there like that.
Mm.
And it sucks because this is one of your cornerstone teams in the NFL. And the fact that they haven't broken the color barrier in a lot of ways yet is kind of weird, like, to be honest.
Well, you're in the biggest media market. You know what I'm saying?
And you're in the racial melting pot, right?
No, New York's so damn diverse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, New York, New Jersey, like, do you know where they play? Like, there's more Hispanics within 10 miles of that stadium than any other, like, race. When you got Hoboken and Union City and
Jersey City
and Jersey City,
that.
Yeah,
I know. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's nuts how, that franchise hasn't been on the other side of progressiveness. But look, you can't force an owner to do what he do. At the end of the day, their suffering is because they can't come up with the actual adequate solution at quarterback since Eli Manning. And Eli Manning wasn't that great of a quarterback. He got
Eli Manning had a fantastic. Eli Manning is like Ben Roethlisberger. They both had fantastic coaching staffs and rosters around that helped raise them. And I'm not shitting on Ben. And I know Matt might take it this way that I'm shitting on Eli, and I promise you I'm not. I am on record saying that the second greatest win in New York Jets history is when the Giants beat the Patriots when they were fucking 18-0.
Mm-hmm.
It's the second greatest win in Jets history. But Eli Manning did not win that game. Eli Manning did a Trent Dilfer. They asked him to do one drive at the end of the game.
Stop. No, stop. Because
Am I wrong?
No, I'm telling you, I just said that earlier. He's Trent Dilfer, but he did it twice.
I know he played 4 road games in the one, and I know what Matt is typing right now. He has the record for passing yards in the playoffs, but he played 4 road games,
which is fine.
He played 4 games. They beat Dallas, they beat Tampa, they beat Green Bay, and they beat New England. They played 4 games in the first playoff run. I know it as well as any Jet playoff run because I hate Dallas. I hate link me in. But I'm not shitting on Eli, Matt. I want you to hear me out and not get emotional because it's your team. I'm not shitting on Eli.
My man
when you win a Super Bowl 17-14, your quarterback did not carry you to that win. Your defense did. It was a field possession game. And if you turn off the Giants' ear pieces and you listen to me be honest about it, I think you're going to agree with me. Because I had no dog in the race. I was rooting for the Giants.
I think a lot of people were. Nobody wanted to see the Patriots go. Well, obviously you. Well,
I have to go to fucking these games, and I got to listen to Dolphins fans. I got to listen to men wearing fucking aqua and teal talking about how they went undefeated in 1972. If I had to go to 1/4 of my home games and listen to the Patriots fans say the same exact shit about being undefeated, I would have just took a fucking Aquaman swan dive off the upper deck, and I would have ended it. I'd have no reason to live anymore. So I'm very, very happy. Matt, I see your comment. It says check his stats.
Yeah, his playoff stats look good.
Correct, because they played 4 games. Most teams that win the Super Bowl do not play the wild card game.
They play divisional, championship, and Super Bowl.
But the addition of the 4th playoff game helps statistically.
And you did it twice.
Yes. What I'm going to say to this comment is if you look at the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl only, in the game against the Patriots, they won, 17-14, I believe it was, right? They beat the Patriots 17-14. They had 10 points until 2.5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, they
It's
weren't
not a
blowing.
very outstanding performance by your quarterback. What it is a clutch performance by your quarterback.
Oh, I give him. I'll give him clutch, Gene, all day. I'll give him clutch. He's clutch.
And I'm a Yankee fan, so I say this as a Yankee fan. Derek Jeter is not a compiler. Derek Jeter
It's Mr. Clutch.
doesn't have a shit ton of home runs. He was clutch. You knew when the game was on the line, and that's Eli. Eli's clutch. Eli's not A-Rod. Eli's Derek Jeter.
Mm.
He had key plays at key moments.
When it matters.
That is what has made his New York lore. And I'm not shitting on Eli. So, Matt, I hope you get that. You're saying check his Super Bowl stats. He played 2 Super Bowls. He's going to have good numbers for playing 2 Super Bowls because not many people did.
Not
And
fantastic numbers.
He beat Tom Brady twice.
Yeah, not a lot of people can do that. I give him his credit. Bravo.
Absolutely. I'm not shitting on Eli in any way, shape, or form. Matt, I would take Zach Wilson winning 2 Super Bowls, going 10 of 16 in each game and throwing for $150. If he fucking wins 2 games, he wins 2 games. I don't give a shit. I don't need to fucking, like, you got the 2 rings, but you yourself know, Matt, the reason you have those excuse me, that was a beer burp. That came out unexpectedly. Sometimes they do. I apologize to the viewers. Sometimes your defensive line runs shit. And they did. Your offensive line ran shit. And you had Bradshaw falling down at the 1 and getting tackled into the end zone instead of just going down, where Brady almost hit Randy Moss up the sideline in the one game. Oh, no, that was after Burris. That was after the Burris. He almost hit Randy Moss on that fucking bomb. Like, he overthrew him by 3 yards, and it was like, holy shit, that could have been the Super Bowl there. That would have been a huge walk-off.
Just missed it, too.
Yeah. No, Matt, I get it, man. I get it. And I'm not shitting on Eli in any way, shape, or form. And I'm not doing this as
malice
to come at you. I'm 100% not.
Sometimes
but
truth
Eli
is true.
Manning, they could have won that Super Bowl with 10 other quarterbacks. Because the main part of that defense was
the pressure.
The 4-man pass rush.
It
was clutch play, number 2.
He had clutch play, but you look at it. We talk about on the show all the time. You got to win in the trenches. And they had great D-line. They had a great O-line. They won on both sides of the football in the trenches.
McKenzie, they had Deal. They had Snee. They had a lot. They had WCW. They had the 5 horsemen.
Sean O'Hara was on there.
Yeah. O'Hara, Snee, Deal, McKenzie. There's another one that I'm missing.
Was it David Deal? No, that's baseball.
Deal, Snee, O'Hara, and McKenzie. Matt, help us out. Who was the 5th lineman on the first one? Oh man.
But then you had a strong offensive line.
Snee was Coughlin's son-in-law.
Yeah, but then flip it over on the defense. You got Umanura, who was young and raw, who was young and raw.
You had
the first one who was young and raw.
Umanura, you had Strahan, you had
Justin Tuck, and who was the other one?
Kiwanuka.
Yes, Matthias Kiwanuka, who was balling.
Yeah,
on the edge.
And we've discussed this many times. When you can send 4 and drop everyone else in coverage
and don't rush,
you're dropping 7 on 5.
Yeah,
you're in an advantage. And that was the great advantage that the Giants had against them. And they lost the final game of the season the year that the Patriots were 15-0. It was the Sunday night game on the NFL, or it was a Saturday night game, forgive me, on the NFL Network. And the Giants lost 38-35. And they hit Randy Moss for a deep touchdown to win the game 38-35. And my buddy was at the game, and him and his father-in-law are Giant season ticket holders, and they were both texting me the entire game, and they were like, "We can beat this team if we play them again."
Mm-hmm.
And they did. It was fantastic. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah. No. All right, y'all. We are at 1:30, about 30 minutes over. It's been a long day. I.O.W. Sports has put in the work. We have been here all day, from draft special to actual live draft reaction into now I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition. It has been a long, strenuous day, but it has been fun and glorious because, man, there's been some great sports moments today. from draft to basketball. I mean, what a day, what a day. And we appreciate the love and the support. People, man, Matt, Stephanie's in the building. Crystal Core came through. Anthony, I mean, everybody.
Why this?
What?
Why this? Like, we're very complimentary about the team, and then Matt's got to throw out they did what y'all couldn't. Hey, we're undefeated in the Super Bowl, man. We're 1-0 all time, man. We're 1-0 in the Super Bowl, baby. You know, that's what we do. Matt and anyone else watching, if you go on YouTube and you search "Proud New York Jets fans," I'm gonna hop onto my Jet channel and I'm gonna go live for a little bit because I want to talk a little more football.
Yeah, but no, it's been real, y'all.
Thank you, bro. It's a great day, man. Really fun day. You and Mel. I know I was with the kids. I couldn't get in as much as I wanted to, and when I did, it was a little chaotic.
It's all good.
Awesome job today, man. Awesome job by the network today. Proud to be a part of it.
Oh, most definitely. On behalf of the big homie Nick Shine, I am Wildcard Mar. Check us out Monday, same midnight hour, same Wildcard Mar. Peace and love, y'all.
Come on the Jet channel and I'll discuss it with you.
Have a great weekend and stop being a sour giant.